Okay, good morning. It is Friday, September 23rd, and this is the second videotape session with a student known as Sandy Beth. So good morning, Sandy
Good
Beth. How are
morning.
you?
I'm good.
Happy Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yay. How have you been since the last time I talked to
Good.
you? How's the school week been?
It's been hard, but it's been okay.
Okay, what's been hard about it?
English. A lot of work.
Okay, and that's the presentation you have today?
No, that's the stories that we've been reading. She has handed a lot of work and everything.
Okay, but the presentation is in ELA today,
Yeah.
correct? And what are you
It's
presenting?
about song lyrics about 3 songs that we choose, and we have to how we have to say how does it describe it, what are they saying in the song, and basically we just have to present in the poster. We had to put the lyrics in it, put the quotes, and put what song we did, and what's the conflict between the songs, and how it relates to us or to
Oh, cool.
the so like the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we
Well,
have
that's
to
kind of
do.
cool that you're doing something that is relevant, something that people your age can get
Yeah.
into, to do music that you like. So you feel like you're ready for that today?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Because
Maybe after.
she didn't give us time to talk to her group.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't, we'll try to make this session as quick as possible. If you want to practice in front of me once we're done, you're more than welcome to do that, okay? But otherwise, we'll make this a little shorter than last week's session and get you on your way. Okay, so when we met last week, we kind of talked about, sorry, I think it keeps running. We talked about you want to go to college, probably Del Tech, what are we thinking? But there's options, and we'll talk about that. There may be other options. And some of the things that you need to start doing in order to get ready to apply and, to find out all the things that you need to do in order to get into Del Tech. So I gave you some homework, and I gave myself some homework too, okay? And I know that you and I already talked briefly about that in the hallway the other day, but you were, as far as your homework was to get on to scholarship.org, and were you able to do that?
No, because of homework and then come to school, go to work, and it gets complicated.
Okay. Yeah, and I know that it's been a busy week for everybody. I feel even for staff, with everything that's been going on at night here, it's been a very busy week. I do want to offer this to you. Really a lot of the information that you're going to need in finding out more about colleges and finding out about scholarships and all that is really something you're going to have to research online. So maybe what we can do is look at, maybe a morning like this where, I can come in here and I can let you borrow a computer and I can start showing you some of that, before school starts.
Yeah.
Do you think you want to do that? I mean, not a videotape session or anything like that. Just,
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so someday when you feel like you can, let me know the day ahead of time so I can plan for it because, even before school starts, we're usually working in that office. But if you let me know ahead of time, I can grab an extra computer, we can come down to this room, sit down, and kind of get things started, okay? It's just something you really need to do because that's where all the information is, all right?
Yeah.
So let's try to work on that next week, okay? And I had homework. I told you that I was going to check into the financial aid night. I was going to find out when DVR was going to come to start meeting with you and just general information to start helping you get started. So the first thing I want to let you know, I'm really excited about this. You haven't met with DVR yet, right? Okay, because they were here this Wednesday, but I looked on the list.
you did?
Yeah, you weren't on that list. So I didn't think so. They're going to, remember I told you they're going to have to rotate. They can't see all the seniors at once. So one week they'll see half the seniors, and then the next Wednesday they'll see the others, and then it'll rotate. So in reality, you'll see them every other week, Sandy Beth, if you're here, if you're not working or out sick. The next time they're going to be here is October 5th, which is not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after, and you should be on that list. Mrs. Spadaccini, who's the DVR counselor, I grabbed a hold of her Wednesday when she was here and to ask her, and she thought that you were going to be next on that list for October 5th. Okay? So, and they meet in that office right down by production and imaging, down B Wing, not too far away from cosmetology. Okay?
Okay. Does my parents have to come?
No. Mm-mm. Now, they will give you some forms. That's actually the student that was in the office with me when you walked in. He was giving me those forms. He met with them this past Wednesday, and he was bringing back the forms. It's just like an application form.
Yeah.
There's a couple permission forms because DVR is going to be talking to colleges. They're going to be talking to employers if you want, if you decide you want to look for a job. So they need your permission to be able to do that. So there's some forms that have to be filled out. Okay, that first meeting, that Wednesday, October 5th, that's what they're going to basically explain to you, what services they provide, what the process is, and then give you the application so they can start working with you, okay? So they'll answer a lot of your questions on that Wednesday. And I think you're really going to enjoy working with both of them.
What time is it?
They will set, that first meeting is, they usually meet with 3 students at a time because it's just a general information meeting to give out the application and kind of explain what's going on. They will put a pass in your teacher's mailbox to allow you to come. It could be, they're here all day that Wednesday. I see your concern. I should send her an email saying that really the best time would be, what time are you leaving for work?
I'm here at 12.
Okay, so they need to meet with you before 12. Okay.
It will be best in period 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they can be that specific, but I will tell them definitely that it has to be done before period 12. I'll say if they can do it period 5, I'm not sure they'll be able to accommodate that.
How long is it?
I think that first meeting is just about 15, 20 minutes. That first meeting is just to say, hey, we're DVR. This is Mrs. Spadaccini. This is your transition counselor, Mrs. Kwan, who works for our district. These are the things that we're going to be able to help you with. They're going to probably get an idea what you might be interested in, whether it's college or going to work. But it's more like a get to know you, hi, how are you kind of meeting, Sandy Beth, and to provide the applications that you'll need to take home. I forget, are you 18? Yeah, a lot of that you'll be able to sign, but they'll probably want your parents to sign it too, just so they know what's going on, okay? And they can help your parents also, okay? So that's one thing. So that Wednesday, you'll be meeting with them. And here's the other exciting thing I'm really excited about. When they were here on Wednesday, I did ask them, previous years, they've taken the students on trips to Del Tech.
Oh, they have?
Yes. Okay, so right now, it hasn't been entirely approved, but more than likely, the first Del Tech trip is going to be on October 21st. Okay, so about 3 or 4 weeks from now, there'll be a bus that will take us to the Stanton and Wilmington campus, okay? And it'll take, will you be able, let's just say if it goes longer than 12 o'clock, would you be able to, not work that day or come in late that day?
When is it?
October 21st. I don't know what day of the week that is.
Is it in October?
Yes. And it's during the school day. They'll pick us up right here at Del Castle in front of the building.
The 21st is Friday. I have to work. But I could just tell them that I can do that.
Or even just that you'll be a little later that day. I don't think we'll get back at 12 o'clock. Normally they get back around 1:30, especially when they're seeing those 2 campuses because they're both close. Both the Stanton campus, which is almost, down but it's down by Christiana Mall,
Yeah.
which is really close to here. And then the Wilmington campus is also not that far away. It's in downtown.
Yeah. But what do you have to do to go there? Do you just have? Because I know that you have to sign up. If not, they don't take you.
Right. Do you have a Schoology account?
Yeah.
Okay. They will start posting messages on Schoology.
Okay.
Now, I'll let them know. I'm going to send them an email about you needing to hopefully meet with them before 12 on October 5th. So I will also right now tell them to add your name to the Del Tech trip. Okay. But once they meet with you, they're going to give you some Schoology information, and they will get information to you through Schoology. Okay. They'll post jobs. They'll post college visits. Anything that they're doing, they'll post on that, okay?
Okay.
So you'll get more information on October 5th. So that I'm really excited about. So I think that's going to help us get a major hurdle out of the way, because this is going to give you an opportunity to go visit the school that you might be interested in. And you're also going to get a chance to go to the Office of Student Services, which is the office that will help provide accommodations to any students who had an IEP. Okay, so right away you'll get to see where that office is, who the person is who can help you get any accommodations that you can get in college, okay?
Okay.
Because you had an IEP, there are some things you can get in college. I will tell you, Sandy Beth, once you graduate, though, you no longer will have an IEP, okay? That goes away once you graduate from high school. However, because you had an IEP, you qualify for another program called ADA.
What's that?
And it stands for Adults with Disabilities Act. Because you had the learning disability, it qualifies you for that as an adult, which means that you can get some accommodations, just not everything that you got here in high school. For instance, extended time is an accommodation that they can still provide. And they may be able to provide some ELL services. Are you still using?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you'll get to actually go and meet the person who's in charge of that at Del Tech. So you will already know who the person is that you need to speak to, okay? And DVR will also help you make further contact with them, all right? So that's a good thing, right? So that's a positive. Okay, and I'll only say a couple more things. There's the bell, because I don't want to keep you, since you have to practice for that presentation. I know we kind of talked about this briefly, but it was kind of quick. It was like you had to get back to class, and we kind of just glanced at it. I wanted to explain this a little further. This is important for your parents, especially being parents who are new to the college admissions process, Sandy Beth. This one's already gone, so let's not worry about that. That one was this
But
week.
aren't they different?
Yeah, they are different, and they repeat. You can see these 2 workshops are offered, and then they repeat them again. So if a parent couldn't make that one, they have an opportunity to make it later.
So parents have to go in this one?
Well, it's optional, honey, but what I would say is this is the one, either this one or this one would be the key for your parents to attend. Okay, this is the FAFSA completion workshop. This is a form that every parent has to fill out if they want their child to try to get financial aid. And you need to do it for the SEED scholarship too, okay? It's like doing your tax returns. It's a little complicated. There's a lot of numbers involved. So what they're doing is they're holding these workshops so somebody can actually sit down and go through it with your parents. Okay, so I think that's really going to be important, because your parents, you're first generation, your parents haven't done this before. So there'll be somebody there who will actually help them and walk them through the process, okay? So I want you to take this home to your parents and explain to them, this one, I don't know if it's too short notice, but there's another one in November.
Yeah, I could just tell them for this one if they
Okay.
want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it's held here in the library or somewhere in the building. I'm not sure if that's on there. Well, that's crazy, isn't it? Okay. Let me find that out. But I'm going to give you this, okay? We need to get a folder together so you can start collecting all this. All right, so I want you to take that home, show your parents. And this is the other thing. This is a reference sheet for seniors, and it kind of gives you an overview of some of the things that you're going to need to be doing between now and, January and February, okay? Really by February, March, you should be done. You may have already even heard if you've been accepted to a college, okay? So the next couple months is the crunch time, Sandy Beth, where we need to get things done, all right? But by January, February, everything will be done and you'll just be waiting to hear, all right?
Okay.
So you're going to be taking the SAT here again in October, okay? It's going to be offered through the school.
Oh, we can?
Wait. You had it already, didn't you?
Yeah.
Last year as a junior. Okay. Yeah, let's see. It says that you still have access to Khan Academy.
Cause they sent me my results and for the SAT, and it was really low. It was like a 30 something in math,
Okay, yeah.
and I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, so here's what I want you to do because I'm kind of new to this process. The person who knows exactly what needs to be done on the SAT is Miss Jenkins.
Cause she told me that we could redo it, but we would just tell her when.
Okay, because there are some fee waivers that you probably qualify for where even
Yeah.
though you have to pay, you could probably...
Well, it depends, cause she told me because I have reduced lunch, that means like I could just take it. Like
Yeah, it looks like that's what it's saying here, that if you have free or reduced lunch, that they can waive the fee.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you schedule a meeting with her?
I did, but she hasn't called me. Like.
Okay, so I'll send her an email too, besides Mrs. Spedicini, okay?
Okay.
And then I will get in touch with you to see, or have her get in touch with you to set up that appointment, okay?
Yeah.
Because most of this is done in October, so if we can get you on that list to take it again in October.
It's because I don't wanna take it soon, cause I'm not ready to, cause I have to study and everything, and I have to do homework, and then this is gonna be a lot.
Okay, so what are you trying to say there?
That maybe not in October, cause it's almost October after this one, after this month, isn't it? October?
Yes.
Yeah, October.
Yes.
And it's gonna give me about just 4 weeks to study, and while I cannot remember it with everything else on top. It's gonna be so stressing.
Okay. Well, this might be good news then. For Del Tech, you don't need to take the SAT. Okay? You can get in to Del Tech just based on what you've done in high school, and also you would have to take this test called the Accuplacer, which used to be offered here through the guidance counselors, which it may still be. I don't know if you have to take it here or go to Del Tech to take that. All right?
Because we do, in math, we do SAT preparation with Miss
Okay.
PC.
Yes. Are you using Khan Academy to do that?
That's Schoology, we use
Oh,
Schoology.
okay. You're using Schoology.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she could give us practice to do that, but in English, the teacher doesn't. Maybe she's gonna start, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, or maybe there's something already built into what she's doing
Yeah.
that's helping you. Okay. Then let's do this. What I want you to do is kind of take this when you have some time, either this weekend or during the week. Just kind of read through it and check off things that you want to talk about a little bit more, or things that you have questions about, okay? I am going to talk to Miss Jenkins, find out if you do need to do the SAT. Are you pretty certain Del Tech's the way you're going to go?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so we still need to explore that. But let's find out exactly what you need for Deltec, so you can make sure that at least everything for that will be done. And then we'll explore other options, okay?
Yeah.
All right, but right now we've got two good things going on with Deltec. We've got that trip coming up, so you'll actually get to see that in person.
Just let me know more information if I have to sign up.
Yes, and that information will be coming to you when you have that meeting with Mrs. Spadaccini, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you these two things, and the rest we'll get back to. So between now and next Friday, just, when you have a minute, just go through it. I don't expect you to understand everything on there
Yeah.
because it's a lot of information. Just start jotting down some things, like, I don't know what this is, put a question mark, or I know I want to do this, so underline it. Do something so when we get together next Friday, you can ask me specific things about this, because really this is everything that you'll need to do as a senior to get ready to make that next step into college, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you those. Do you have any other questions or any other concerns right now that you want to talk about before we end today's session, hon? Okay. All right. So how are you feeling about things right now?
Pretty good.
Okay. Are you
Nervous.
starting to see things are starting to fall into place? I hope. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I am very excited about DVR. Just because there's so much that they can help you with
Yeah.
as you make that next step from leaving Delcastle. It's almost like a bridge, Sandy Beth, to get you from Delcastle
So college.
into what you want to do in your future. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great program. And they'll continue to work with you as an adult. If you're 50 years old and you've been working and you lose that job, you can go back to DVR. They'll reopen your file and they'll start working with you again as an adult. 50, 60, whenever. Okay, so it's a lifelong service that you can always go back to get help.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's say that's it, and we'll just meet next Friday,
Mm-hmm.
probably same time? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, hon.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened?
It's the right one.